What is going on, pirates? It's Explorer here, and thank you for hanging out with me in some Pirate Cove Simulator today. I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. And today, you guys, in the last episode, had decided that I wanted to do a little bit of a test, and I wanted to see it's not going to be perfect, but hear me out. I wanted to do a little bit of a test to see which method kind of makes you the most amount of gold coins in this game at the fastest kind of pace. Is it running the shop and being open and having people come in, or is it doing the orders in the bucket? Now, we did lose one of the orders. Okay, so your orders are timed. So there was 2 orders in here. I hadn't taken them. You do lose them after a while if you don't actually come and collect it. You do have a time limit on it. So I'm going to accept this one anyway. So 3,772, and we need some sweet alcohol, 16 logs, and 16 shells. So we're going to take that order. We're on Tuesday, so we have 2 days to do that one, which is fine. Last episode, we had gotten about almost 10,000 coins just from doing 3 of the bucket orders, and I thought that was quite a bit. So I wanted to see, what does it take to maybe do the shop like 3 times versus those orders? How long? How much do we make? Which one is a little bit more worth it? So with that, you guys, I set this up. We've got our shop going here. I put in some shelves, and I've filled them. So in order to do this, I've bought 2 medium shelves. We had to unlock the medium shelf from inside the table over here. So inside the workbench, we have unlocked 1 extra dock. So we have 2 docks, and that was $12.50. Now we went to trade, and we bought this, which is the medium shelf, for $2,500. So I wanted to try to keep it on a bit of an even playing field. 1 extra shelf, 1 extra dock. Now we filled this. Now keep in mind, these shelves here are $750. These ones are $1,000. So there's almost $4,250 or coins worth of shelves in here. So you got to buy all of those. So that's quite a bit up front. Oh, there's new orders in the bucket. Okay, but we can only do 1 order at a time. I forgot about that. Yeah, so if we take the other one, then we lose that one. So we'll just keep this for now. We already kind of have an idea about how much we can make with the orders. So I've gone ahead. I filled these all up. I bought 1 of everything from down at the beach at the merchants, and I've laid them all out here. I've got them all priced out to where we can make it so that the price is acceptable and people will buy it. So we got our market price of 50 on these plain handguns. We're going to sell them for 75, profit of 25. So that price is set. We've done that for everything. I've put on 2 different types of the grogs. So we've got the old fashioned at 120, and we've got the whiskey at 200. And then we've got 2 different types of fish here. I wanted to keep it kind of, one fish that's about a medium price, 1 fish that's like our top range price. So to give us a bit of a pretty good chance, kind of a fair assessment, if you would. So we're going to get this rolling. We're going to see how this goes. I did want to show you guys, there was a couple of little things that did get updated. Now, this guy over here, he's been lowered to $500. So you can hire him for 24 hours, and he will bring all of your stuff from down here on the docks that you purchase up into your warehouse. But for 500 coins, I just did it myself to save myself the 500 coins, and then so that was one of the updates. It went from 750 down to 500. Now we've got our whiskey made. Perfect. Now I also wanted to show you guys, before we get this going underway, put this away, with the distillery. So if you come over here and you go to put in here and you want to put in some stuff, there's not a way to see what you've made previously in here. You just got to take out all the stuff and put it in there. But if you go to your menu tab, go to recipes, in here underneath this recipe list is all the stuff that you've made. So if I wanted to make another whiskey because it's really good for price, 154 coins, it will tell you what you need to add in order to make it. And you can actually change the bottle of it. So you can actually put whatever bottle you want to have that they've put in here. You can change it to make it look a little bit cooler. Like this looks like a bit more of like that pirate rum to me, I would think. I think I'm gonna do this one. Oh, you have to buy it. Okay. I missed the part where you're gonna buy it. So let's buy this one. choose it. So 200. So our whiskey is now going to be in this cool fancy bottle here. And you can rename it. So if you don't like the name that you come up with, you can actually rename it as well too, which is perfect. Okay, now with all that, I'll stop blabbing and we'll get to doing the actual thing, you guys. So I'm going to open up the shop. We are now opened. Okay, so we're at just after 1 in the afternoon. Here comes our guys. Oh, look at you. You're all fancy blue like. I like it. And apparently the developers had put in a bit of a fix so that your customers don't run into each other as much anymore too. So that's kind of neat as well. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and then here's the other thing. So we need to balance out our money. So this is where all the time comes into play. That we don't have to do this when we do the customer orders. So we earn 20 gold off of that. So we got a whiskey, we got a sword, and you need 84 left. Plus this way, you got to do math too. I mean, come on, who wants to do math in their games when they're just chilling playing games? You don't want to do math. Oh, okay, so we got a whiskey with you. You need 202. There you go. And another one. And 100. You're good to go, sir. Thank you very much. You just want a shell. All right. Are you a shell of your former self? Okay, there we go. I know, bad joke. Sorry. Let's see here. And you're balancing a sword on top of the bottle. I love it. By the way, I love the hat. That is awesome. Okay. Oh, and you guys obviously shopped at the same clothing store for hats. I like it. Let's see here. And you are good to go. Hey, we got a level up. Very nice. And I know that we got, developers made it so that you get a little bit more points now too for doing stuff. So it's a little easier to level up. Easier, quicker, whatever you want to call it. 108. Let's see. We got you going. So shells are going not too bad. Okay, so 2150, you guys, at nighttime. We are now finished. We have sold out everything in the store, so we can close this up here. We ended off with a total of 9,671 coins. So, I mean, not bad in the end. Okay, so going back and looking, we started out at around 4,500 coins when we started doing this. Or sorry, 4,200 coins. So in the end, we made roughly 5,100 gold coins in this venture. And we also started out at about just over halfway of knowledge level 7, or sorry, 6. And now we're like 3/4 of the way through 7. So it was definitely worth it for the knowledge level. We got over an entire level for experience. So that was pretty good. Now, keep in mind, that was almost an entire day because I stocked all of these shelves and got everything prepared during the night. And that was just by myself, no employee, bought everything, ran it all up here, got it all set up. And it took me almost the entire night to bring everything up, stock it on the shelves, and then the entire day, or a good chunk of the day rather, to stand here and sell everything. And again, I'm doing this without any employees. I just want to see kind of what it is early game. Like, is it worth it to do the shop or is it worth it to do the orders in the bucket? So, but yeah, that's not too bad. So 5,100 coins roughly is pretty decent. But now keep in mind, you do have to buy all these shelves. You keep them once they're bought, but you do have to buy them all. And that was like 4,200 coins, I want to say, to get all these shelves in place versus 1,250 to get one dock. So with that, so we've got that out of the way. So in one day, we made about 5,100 in the shop. Cool. Orders. So we need a sweet alcohol. So what is our sweet alcohol? Is that the whiskey? Nope. The whiskey is a bitter sour. Old fashioned is a sweet. Okay. Do we have any old fashioned? Now, also with this too, the difference being too is that I just put out whatever random grog we wanted to and whatever random fish we wanted to. So I just took whatever was extra in there, placed it out here, took some of the higher amounts to try to sell. So we get to kind of customize that, whereas with the customer orders, it's whatever they ask for. So what they're asking for is what you've got to have on hand. So you either got to go out and fish for that specific fish, or you got to make that specific alcohol in your distillery. So there is that little bit of a drawback to doing the orders. You got to have that. Whereas with a shop, you can make whatever you want, make the highest amounts, catch the fish of the highest amounts, put it out here. You can do whatever you like. So is this done? This is done. So we want to do the sweet alcohol. So let's come over here. Let's make our old-fashioned. We need Gorzia and Drelka, if I'm totally butchering those, but and it was this one. We have 8 of this one. Okay, so let's do this. This should get us our sweet. Yeah, we'll make the old-fashioned. Perfect. Bring this back over here. So we're coming into Wednesday. So now, do we have any sweet alcohol in here already that I can just use? That's a sweet sour, bitter. This. Oh, we already have 5 of the old-fashioned. Perfect, and we're making 5 more. So we'll take these out. Let's grab this. Let's put this over here. So we're going to try and run this through real quick and just see how long does this take us. So we've already got that distilling. We've got 5 in there. We're going to come down here. We're going to grab some items. And I'm going to go to the current order, which is 16 lock, 16 shell. Okay, so how much does this cost us? So 2 of those and 2 of those. So this is costing us 448, where I bought 1 of everything to put out, and it cost me almost 1,400 coins, 1,400 coins to put 1 of everything out on the shelves over there. So there is that as well too. The cost up front was definitely more in that regard. So let's run these back. So, and this isn't a perfect test, you guys. I'm just trying to do a bit of an approximation just to give a bit of an idea as to whether or not it might be worth it to go one way or the other, or is it worth it to kind of do both? Is it worth it to do only the shop? Is it worth it to do only the customer orders? And just kind of get a bit of an idea early game. What is sort of the best money maker? But I'm also seeing that opening the shop gave us an entire level of knowledge, which is pretty good. So I want to see if that's also part of it. Maybe it's better for the knowledge, because I don't know how much knowledge we get from doing the customer orders. Now, and then of course we also have to wait that extra time for stuff to brew. So there is that factor as well too. Now, do we have any more? We have a rum sour, which is sweet. Maybe I'll just do that just to get it done. So obviously we know that we got to wait several hours, especially for 2 brews. So you're going to be waiting a good probably half a day in order to make those, I would say. Okay, let's do this. There we go. So items. Okay, so one customer order complete. Let's grab this one. OPA. We have not come across OPA yet. So there is that too, is that we have not found OPA. So that's another thing too when it comes to the customer orders, is that they're specific to the fish as well. So, but we're going to try this anyways. We'll give it a shot. But yeah, that got us 30, was just over 3,000 coins, which was decent. But it only gave us, for 1 set of customer orders, not a whole lot in terms of the knowledge. So it definitely seems like it was less on the knowledge. I don't know what you guys think. If we do 3 customer orders, we're not even going to probably get 1 full level of knowledge. So maybe the store is the way to go if you want to make some money and do the knowledge at the same time. So I don't know. It's a good question. Okay, I'm going to go and see if I can find these fish, and then we'll see from there what we can do. All right, so we're out on the water. It is the very first fishing spot where you can get the OPAs. So it looks like that was something that was also added in the recent update not too long ago. But there was also something else that was added that I wanted to take a look at and show off for you guys, which is the fishing had a little bit of an update to it. So you can actually toggle easier fishing in the settings. So right now, I just have it on the regular fishing. We cast out, we wait for the bar to go, and then you have to hit the appropriate button in order to figure out what you're catching. Ooh, Gorzia, we needed that. And so it's a bit of a mini game. So you cast out, and then you got to push the appropriate button to get your fish. Hey, we caught a level up. Perfect. Now, so we've done that a few times. I'm going to go into settings, over to here. Easier fishing. We're going to toggle this on and just take a look at it and see what it is. So resume, come back out here. So what is easier fishing? Okay, so you still play the mini game, but it looks like maybe you have longer time to be able to push the button. So yeah, it looks like that's what it is. So it looks like, hey, we caught an Opa. Nice. We need one more. It looks like that's what's, oh, and it's, maybe it's only the W. Okay, so I think what the developers did was, yeah, they limited it to only having to push the W key on your keyboard as opposed to having to push one of the 4 WASDs at random. So every time so far has just been the W key. And it doesn't look like it's the bars going down as fast either. I could be wrong on that, but it doesn't really look like it. Okay, so that's the difference with fishing. So you can kind of do what you want there, but it looks like, oh no, we're still getting about the same amount of points and knowledge points, I think. Okay, so I definitely found one of the downsides when it comes to doing the customer orders, and it took me a good 10 minutes before I finally got another one of these fish here that they wanted from that specific order. So we needed 2, and literally as I caught the second one, I got the message prompted telling me that my orders were not fulfilled. So, and it was canceled. So kind of a bummer, but there is that to keep in mind. This is definitely the new fish because if you hover over this one here, a fish with dark green body and red fins, it's got a description. This one here has no description yet, so this is definitely the new one that's in here. But we did manage to catch a good amount of other stuff. So we have lots of bluegill now, which is pretty cool. So there is that to keep in mind. I do like that. We've got some old-fashioned done here. Let's pick this up. Let's put this away. So I want to do one more customer order and just see how we do with that. So get rid of that. So there's one more in the bucket. It looks like there's about 3 per day. Oh, this is all fish. Ooh, okay. So 1,700 for all fish. Wow. Okay. Well, let's do it. So there was the 2 OPA. So we'll take that out. I mean, we're kind of lucky that we did a lot of fishing and we just have all of this on hand. So we'll just finish this and get it going. It's the first time I've had all fish. Usually it's a combination of a few things. New orders in the bucket. Okay. So items are taken. Okay, so there we go. So 150 knowledge and 1,700 coins. So not bad. Okay, this one here. Here we go. Okay, so this has a little bit of a difference. 3,100 coins though. How long will it take us to get all of this? Do we have a sour alcohol and a walleye? So let's do this. 4 walleye. Take that out, right? 4 walleye. Yep, and then a sour alcohol. Do we have a sour alcohol at the moment? Sweet. Sour. We do. We already have. Perfect. Let's take that out. I would also keep in mind too, there is one more thing I guess I wasn't factoring in when I was looking at this. For the customer orders, they are also, access items. Okay, perfect. There's also the fact that it's specific items as opposed to just putting whatever you want in your shop. Your shop, you can put any items that those guys have on them in order to sell and make money, whereas the customer orders are very specific. We need 4 torches and 4 shovels. It's not always going to be the case that when you come down here, these guys have those items on them. So I ended up doing something where I unlocked from the workbench the ability to have all of the basic items show up with all of those merchants. Now, there we go. So orders have been picked up, 3,100, and we got some more knowledge level. So I had to come over here and actually go. It was one of these. It was expanding the traders' offers. And I want to say it was roughly 2,500 coins to unlock to be able to make it so that your merchants have all of the basic items, because we ran into that early on where one of the customers wanted some shells and shells weren't available on any of them. And I didn't know how long it was taking for the items to replenish for different ones to show up in their inventory to be able to pick up. And so I went and unlocked everything. So now all the basic items they will have pop up. So then we never run into that issue again. So, but it looks like with 2 docks, we get a roughly 3 orders, customer orders per day. And I mean, we make a decent amount of money off of it. I don't know. I'm going to leave it here, you guys. You guys, drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. Is it faster and better to do the shop, or is it faster and better to do the customer orders? Or would you alternate it? Would you, the customer orders come in, like this guy's coming in right now. We're going to have new customer orders. There we go. So pick that up. And this guy wants all alcohol. Oh my goodness. 4,800 for 5 different types of alcohol. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one is better. It definitely seemed like knowledge points was a lot more gained by doing the shop, which is pretty cool. I like that. But I still feel like time for money, I think the orders were kind of the focus, the way to go. Now, obviously, doing a combination of both, do your 3... Oh, there we go. New order in the bucket. Maybe I just didn't... Oh, no. Okay, so I can accept that order. So why can't I accept this order? Now I can. Weird. Okay, that was a bit of a glitch. Okay, I want to accept this one first and do that. Okay, I don't know why I couldn't get that before, but oh well. That's neither here nor there, so we got it. But yeah, maybe a good combination of both. Maybe you focus on your orders first, get those out of the way, and then in between stock up your store, and then when your orders are done, then you run your store and let that go. And yeah, maybe that combo is good. It's just about the timing, perhaps. So I don't know. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of break down and do a little bit of a comparison to see which one maybe is better to go with the focus on, the store or the order. So, but we made some good coin, 18,000 coins today, so pretty good. We got a couple levels. I'm excited about that, to put those to good use. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this one, please hit that like button on your way out. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for all your guys' support. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys all have an awesome day, and we'll see you guys in the next one.